Oh, I'm sorry. I'm doing my impersonation of the New York Jets. I didn't know it started. I didn't show up on time. At least I showed up. The New York Jets are pathetic. From ownership to front office to coaching to players. All of these bullshit players that we've put superstar labels on refuse to show up. I'm sick of it. Get rid of everybody. If you're a part of the failure, I don't want you to be a part of the successes. I don't give a shit how much longer it takes to become a winner. I don't care. I don't want guys who are okay with failure being here for the success. Strip it down, top to bottom, get rid of everyone. Enjoy this.
Yo, we at Sean's crib about to turn up. Music bumping, party jumping. Please someone fill my cup. We greet each other Merry Christmas. And plus the Jets suck while Bobby yells at scandal.
Shut the fuck up.
Then Gary intervenes and tells them don't be mean. Eat a stick of butter every day and you'll be lean. Then Santa runs off. I hope he left some tips because Bobby scared him off. He's on the naughty list. This whole party's lit. Nate, Clancy, many more, we hardly fit. And Addison and Weeds bought that Marley spliff. I lick on my lips cause old Jenna G make my heartbeat skip. Damn Charles Gorman, was that a fart you ripped? Too much egg in your the hot dogs and chips. Now I want my dip. Tell me where the hell is Santa? He ran so quick. I checked the bathroom and oh shit. With Denmark Andy, Santa, Rudolph. No wonder, Rudolph. Andy, you promised me you wasn't gonna do that no more. Oh my God. Nick is gonna kick us out of here.
Welcome, my friends. It's a shine time. Shine time. It's time to talk about the Jets. Don't you know it's shine time? Shine time. It's shine time. Time to be with my friends. Hey, have you seen my toe? I usually welcome everyone. I want to thank everyone collectively for being here tonight. So, a couple of things I want to discuss from today. The atrocity in northern New York, western New York, whatever those shitbags call themselves up there. The lack of effort. The lack of execution. We don't throw the ball downfield at all. And when we do, it's an interception. So all of you, including myself, that have been calling all year for Rodgers to throw it down the middle of the field, now you see why he doesn't. The ball floats and it gets picked off. It should have been picked off another time or two. He's done. He's cooked. Nobody can sit here and say they want to run this back. Many people have said, let's see how the last 4 games go. Let's see how the last 5 games go. Let's see how the last 6 games go. It's gone horrible. Fucking end it. And end it now. You cannot go into 2025 expecting an old, decrepit quarterback to get better. I don't care if he goes somewhere else and plays well. It doesn't mean he was going to play well here. He's given up. Everyone on this team has given up. They don't have any heart. They don't have any. A couple people. Quinnen Williams plays hard. Quinnen plays hard. Quincy plays hard. Breece Hall tries. They don't give him a goddamn ball. How are you giving what we all think and we all see is a premier running back in the NFL, 6 carries and a half. Game wasn't over in the first half. It was 7-0, 9-0, 12-0. You're not finishing drives. Rodgers had a wide open Kenny Yeboah. Throws it at his feet. You know why? Yeboah would have scored a touchdown. And that ignorant, selfish motherfucker, Aaron Rodgers, is more worried about, who's going to catch this 500th touchdown? I hope you never get it. I hope they bench your ass next week. And I hope that Tyrod goes in and the team rallies around him. And Garrett Wilson has his best game as a pro and says, see, that's what you were missing out on the whole year. Nobody can sit here and say with an ounce of fucking credibility, you want to run this back with this quarterback. Nobody. Yeboah's wide open. Bobby could have made that fucking throw to Yeboah. Oh, it's not Adams? Bloop. Throw it at his feet and then bitch. And now play calling. The play call after that play. Buffalo had 10 players in the goddamn box. Shotgun formation. Running back standing next to him. Give the ball up the middle. Fail. What a surprise. You can't line up with 10 guys in the box and run it right up the middle. In shotgun, with the running back next to you, and expect to succeed. You can't. You're too predictable. The run game is too predictable. You know why? I pointed it out 3 times today in the first half. When Rodgers comes up from the huddle, gets to the line, and snaps the ball, it's going to be a run play. Because he's not making all the adjustments, telling everyone it's a pass. There's no predictability. There's no unpredictability, excuse me. The offense is too predictable. No audibles, run play. Audibles, it's a pass play. We can't line up and just attack people. And that comes down to Rodgers. This is what he wants. This is what he's comfortable with. You know what? I'm sober 21 months. You want to get successful in life? You got to get out of your comfort zone. You got to be comfortable being uncomfortable because that's what life is about. Aaron Rodgers is done. He's done. I don't care who the next quarterback is. Get coaching, develop players, and give somebody a shot. I just know I can't watch this again. We as Jets fans cannot pay $50 more million fucking dollars to watch this bullshit. Michael Clemens will never be on an NFL roster after his contract expires. Michael Clemens is unrosterable in the NFL. Never does anything during the play. Wants to crowd surf? How do you not take the guy out for being a fucking embarrassment at that point? He jumped on a pile to crowd surf, which actually helped push the runner forward. But Joe Douglas found him. Joe Douglas is a fucking gem. 30-64 as a general manager. And we still got people dropping on their knees for that. Couldn't build an offensive line. Couldn't get weapons on offense. Couldn't build a goddamn tight end room. Couldn't get safeties. Couldn't get a kicker. Couldn't get a quarterback. But we got people saying Joe Douglas deserved more time. These are the people that you stop paying attention to their takes. The penalties. No discipline. We change coaches. We change schemes. We change general managers. But we're still one of the most penalized teams in the NFL. I want a coach who doesn't give a damn about your feelings. I want a coach who doesn't give a shit what you think. I want a coach that's going to get the most out of their players. You fuck up, you sit down. You're smart. You know where to be. You know how to line up. You know how to not jump off sides. You're going to get an opportunity to play today. Just dumb penalties. Sauce Gardner, this bitch, talking shit on T. Higgins' Instagram post saying, somebody said, Sauce, tell him to come to the Jets. He says, pay that man. Somebody says, Sauce, tell him to come to the Jets. Sauce says, I will not be telling him that. What's the matter, Sauce? You afraid to tackle things head on? No surprise there. What's the matter, Sauce? You're not much of a talker? You're more of a holder? Of course. It's the only way you can cover people. Every time somebody does a double move on Sauce, grabbing. Throw the flag more. He doesn't deserve a fucking top contract. Not here. I don't want to pay him $25, $30 million a year. What are we paying him? $1 million for every penalty? Get him the fuck out of here too. Trade him. If someone's dumb enough to give up multiple picks for the holding predator that he is, thank you. Give me a new general manager. Give me a new regime. Give me players that can play football the right way. Take a fucking cornerback at number 4, and he can't even line up and bump a guy at the line of scrimmage. Another great Joe Douglas fucking pick. Eat a bag of dicks. We have the dumbest team in the league. We're going to bring in guys who love football. You drafted a guy, and the first thing he did, he had a diamond necklace with Sauce. That's self-promotion. That's loving what football does for you and giving you money to get a necklace. That's not loving the game. You know what happens next week? Another low for the New York Jets and their fan base. We get to watch Tua win his first game ever under 45 degrees. This team is constructed to fail because you're doing exactly what the Dallas Cowboys have done for years. You're drafting individuals. You're not drafting pieces of a team. You're not getting pieces of a puzzle. You're getting individuals. You're trying to get individual star power. It's been proven in Dallas that doesn't win. You have to get the meat and potatoes to the team. You have to be able to control the trenches. Quarterback would help. Outside of that, you got to be able to win at the line of scrimmage. You got to be able to push the other team around offensively. You have to be able to stop the other team up front. 7 guys in coverage all the time, yet receivers are always wide open. We don't have enough men on this team who take pride in their craft. We don't have enough men on this team that want to be great. We don't have enough men on this team that demand excellence from themselves and one another. They want the pay, but they don't want to do what it takes to be great. I wish to God every single player on this team was Garrett Wilson in terms of their desire, their dedication, and their craft. And you know the part that sucks for all of us? We're probably going to lose them. We're probably going to lose them. Oh, let's see what Bleacher Report has to say. Dumbass Sauce Gardner speculating why the Jets were embarrassing. What was the score the first time we played? You know what? I don't give a fuck what he's got to say. Trade his stupid ass. Trade him. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Everybody wants everyone else to do their part. Do your own part. If everyone on one side of the ball does their job Listen, we all hate Bill Belichick, right? Simple. Do your job. If you each do your job as a unit, you will be successful. There's too much looking around at this team. There's too much pointing the finger. There's too much expecting somebody else to make a play. You know, the only thing they do together is cry and commit penalties. That's coaching. That's coaching. Aaron Rodgers has to say to Jeff Ulbrich, maybe it's time to put Tyrod Taylor in. How? Because everyone's afraid to ruffle Rodgers' feathers. Every relationship this guy has had in life turns out poor. I hate the Jets for getting Rodgers and ruining Rodgers for me. I hate Rodgers for ruining Rodgers for me. It's pathetic. This team is soft, mentally and physically. They get pushed around. Their technique, I don't know what they talk about. We have good weeks of practice. How do you have good weeks of practice when you never succeed on the field? Raise the bar. Bring in a coach who sets a standard and demands that you live up to it. If not, don't fucking play on my team. We're soft. We're weak. Find somebody that can lead this team. There are too many losers on the New York Jets right now. I feel horrible for all of you that we all believed in this team at the level that we did. We talked so highly about the best secondary in the NFL with Reed, Sauce, and Carter. We talked about 2 All-Pros at linebacker coming into the season with CJ and Quincy. We talked about Quinnen being one of the best in his position. Do you know when Quinnen got best at his position? When you had people around him and he wasn't double teamed like he was in 2019 and 2020 all the time. I feel bad for Jermaine Johnson because that was one of the guys that you can rely upon day after day, play after play, rep after rep to line up and give you everything that he had. Hassan Reddick went from 4 straight years with double-digit sacks to can't even get 1 sack. We believed in this team. We thought this team could be near the top of the league. Myself, I was leading that brigade. You want to hear how much I believed in this team? Listen to this. Listen to the lyrics here. And it will show you. Because almost every single line in this fantastic song by Blitz are direct quotes from this show. Be back after this. Good evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown. I'm your host, Nick.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
It's 10 o'clock, get ready for the showdown. 9 toes down, Nick, ready for the throwdown. We proud Jets fans, we don't play with them pronouns. Best roster in the league, we playing with the pros now. They tell us slow down, call us delusional, call us losers as usual. But this season will be beautiful. Shotgun with you know who, but run it instead. Lad Hall hit the hole hard.
That's what she said.
Ground and pound like it's 2010. The chat, we got many friends. Johnny wearing hats for super chat and watch him breathe again. Nick put the link so Bobby can call and speak again. Bonesy get the blunt, I got the weed and pens. We speaking green again. Jets news like it's CNN. A-Rod and Charles Gorman, it's like we seeing twins. Feeding tins, pounding on these bleeding fins. We 14 and 18 team when they needing wins. They ain't seeing them. We run the ball and play defense. This is AFC hell where other teams repent. Ladies and gents, welcome to MetLife. This is Jet Life. We bleed green, this our best life. We just nice.
The faith and belief that we had in this team. But you know what? Our money is spent. And their money is earned poorly. And here we are. If you're new here, welcome. Like the stream, please. I appreciate that. Super chats cut the line. Gifted memberships may be working for just a few. Christopher Cancel says to watch the language. Chris, I'm sorry. I don't drink. I very rarely go out anymore. That's how I vent through my language. I apologize. This is why I'm the late night guy. I usually go on 9, 10 o'clock at night. If there are children listening, I'm sorry. If there are children listening and they watched the game with any of you today, they probably heard similar words. But I do apologize for that. That's why I go on 9, 10 o'clock. Thank you for watching. I mean, how do you go up there and not even give effort? I've never seen a team. Listen, we had our issues, right? Rodgers, oh, it's better than Zach. Okay. Well, love Zach, hate Zach, crap on Zach all you want. One more games. Sometimes if you take a pile of crap, dress it up real pretty, it's still a pile of crap. I don't care about Rodgers' stats. I don't care about any quarterback who starts 17 games in the NFL under the easiest time in an NFL for a quarterback to pass the ball with the rules. Should throw for 4,000 yards. Should throw for 25 touchdowns. It's not that much of an accomplishment. Just because you are the best quarterback Jets fans have seen doesn't mean you're good enough to go and win in the league week after week after week. And guess what? We're seeing that right now. Oh, he's going to set the passing yard record. Oh, he's going to have the touchdown. 4 wins. 4 wins. Every 6 touchdowns equals a win. Stop. I don't care. Yes. Go look at the stats. Go show me quarterbacks who've started every game this year and show me where Rodgers ranks amongst quarterbacks who've started every single game this year. There's guys who've missed time. But if you want to go with guys who have 16 starts, I guarantee you he's at the bottom of both categories. Starting every week, being down almost every week, having to pass the majority of the second half, being the team that throws the ball the most in the red zone, and only 23 touchdowns? That's less than 1.5 a game. That's pathetic in this day and era in the NFL. But just because he's better than Tim Boyle and Mike White and Zach Wilson and Sam Darnold were, doesn't make him great. We all wanted him to be great. We all thought he would be exactly what we thought he was. That's what we signed up for. That's why we were so giddy. That's why last year in the opening game against Buffalo, that stadium was crazier than any Jet game ever. And then 4 plays hit. And it has been nowhere near what it should have been. His decision-making is poor. His inability to put the ball downfield successfully is poor. His inability to get the ball out on time to guys downfield is poor. He's not comfortable in the pocket. He's too busy looking and afraid to get hit than seeing the field. Go watch Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow knows he's going to get hit, doesn't give a damn that he's going to get hit. He's had multiple injuries, and he still puts the ball exactly where it needs to be downfield time and time again. That's a guy not afraid to play the position behind a bad offensive line. Hi, everybody. I'm angry, and I'm never like this. Hi, Boomtown. Hello, everybody. I know I said it earlier. There are 69 of you here watching right now. Nice. Please hit it. Oh, our weekly check-in from Billy Buffalo. Congrats, Billy. You had such a tremendous regular season. Still wasn't good enough to win number one in the AFC. You're still going to have to go to Kansas City if you get that far. I really hope the Bengals make the playoffs. I do. I would love the Bengals as a 7 seed. We know how this ends for Buffalo. We know the Jets' regular season is a disaster. But when you got bum-ass January Josh who can't do anything. No, Billy, it's not more than anything we've sniffed. We have 1 ring. You have 0, Bill. 0. Zero. MVP. You're not even good enough to beat Lamar Jackson, who we've all called a running back. He's not even going to win MVP. You don't even have that. You'll have a great regular season and nothing to show for it, Bill. Check back in, Bill. Or better yet, why don't you do a page and I could show up and then be ballsy enough to put my comments up on air. Josh Allen with his mullet and his white trash mustache because he doesn't even look man enough to grow a full beard or a mustache. And everyone up there following Jim Nance in line to fillet him. I hope his fiance cheats on him. Right as the Kansas City Chiefs watch the Bills miss another field goal, wide right, and cry again. Go put your fat girlfriends and wives through tables like you do best up in Buffalo. You ever notice that they can't put the guys through the table, but those women go right through, man? They are fucking hefty. Thank you, Alex. So other than that, how are we feeling? If you want to cheer yourself up today, go on Twitter and search back after this. It is a spoof account that shows all of Mike Francesa's awful moments and stupid moments. And he gave a eulogy to former President Jimmy Carter passing away. And it will absolutely cheer you up, Jets fans. Here, you know what? We're going to play it. It deserves to be played, and this might be the thing to cheer me up.
I just see the breaking news that former President Jimmy Carter has passed away at the age of amazingly 100. I don't know if he's the first president to ever make 100. He was not a great president.
That's the eulogy. Well said. Mike Francesa does not entertain me often. He's one of him and Beningo are the two reasons I stopped listening to sports radio. But sometimes you get a clip that's just so stupid, it's worth playing. Oh, man. 83 of you here. Please like the stream. It's very helpful. Helps the show. Helps get it out there into the algorithm. Super chats cut the line. Gifted memberships always appreciated. Genergy, welcome. I don't know if you heard Blitz's new song yet. Have you? Because there's a shout out to you in there. I will not entertain the trolls. I will not entertain the trolls. Okay. Let's get this fired up. Let's take some Jets calls. You're heated. You're hot. You're angry about today. Call in. I'm going to drop it now. Last one, and I'm done, I swear. You all should be thanking us and kissing our feet. We ended Rodgers' career in New Jersey twice. Twice. 2 more times, and it'll be just as many Super Bowls as you lost in a row. Bitch! I will say this very quickly. I am not doing hangouts. We are not doing a long hangout. If you are angry about the Jets, call in and vent. I'm not in the mood for hangout calls. They will not be happening today. And I have to say hi to my friend's granddaughter. Hold on.
Yo, we at Sean's crib about to turn up. Music bumping, party jumping. Please someone fill my cup. We greet each other Merry Christmas and flood the Jets suck while Bobby yells at Scanner.
Shut the fuck up.
Then Gary intervenes and tells them don't be mean. Eat a stick of butter every day and you'll be lean. Then Santa runs off. I hope he left some tips because Bobby scared him off. He's on the naughty list. This whole party's lit. Nate Clancy, many more, we hardly fit. And Addison and Weeds bought that Marley spliff. I lick on my lips cause old Jenna G make my heart beat stiff. Damn Charles Gorman, was that a fart you ripped? Too much egg in your the hot dogs and chips. Now I want my dip. Tell me where the hell is Santa? He ran so quick. I checked the bathroom and oh shit. With Denmark Andy, Santa, Rudolph. No wonder, Rudolph. Andy, you promised me you wasn't gonna do that no more. Oh my God. Nick is gonna kick us out of here.
Shout out to Blitz for the rap. Shout out to Infrared for putting the video together with it. Here's the discussion. How many guys from this team will not be rostered on other teams? You think Max Mitchell sticks around in the league? You think Carter Warren sticks around in the league? Michael Clemens? Ashton Davis? You think any of these guys are sticking around in the league? If we don't sign Solomon Thomas, I mean, Robert Saleh gets a job somewhere else. Sure, he'll bring him in. These guys were free agents. Thomas, Davis. Nobody wanted them. Who was Anthony? Made me laugh. Is this AP? Is that Price? What's up, AP? I appreciate you for still watching, man. I got a new shift at work, and I'm not able to link up with Lamar and Jamel much anymore. But I will tell you this, AP. You know I loved Jaden Daniels, and I told you he would be the best quarterback in that class, and I am very happy for you. It shows when you get a good coach and a quarterback, you can change your whole franchise around very quickly. So, AP, thank you. I appreciate you, brother, and I hope everything is well. Now, back to our train wreck team. Bring in from Jets Worldwide, upset Johnny Boy.
Bro, it's done. Like I've told you, I try to give him to the end of the Bills game. And I was like, from there, I will go ahead and say either bring him back or don't bring him back. And it's over. It's done. I text you and I'm like, they're stacking the box. Why is he not calling out of an audible off of that? Why is he
audibles out of everything, John? Everything he audibles out of.
But not that. And I'm like, Stevie Wonder could have saw that. And then he has the balls to go on the press conference after the game to say, hey, you should probably put Tyre in now, right? The balls on this guy, bro. Like, you're not bigger than the damn team. And it's done, man. Like, the Aaron Rodgers project, it's over. It is what it is. Chuck it up as a loss. I understand people are going to say, oh, he's done this with the damn team. He's broken these many. I mean, you said it before, right? 4,000 yards or whatever it is that he was supposed to break and whatnot. We're supposed to be doing that with 17 games within a year itself. It's not that difficult to be able to do that.
It's new territory for us. It's a yearly event for 12 other teams.
Exactly. And I just can't do it.
Obviously, just about the situation.
I just can't do it anymore. It's over. Like, this dude, it's bonkers to me, bro. And then just like, what is he supposed to do? He's going to be a year older coming off this damn injury. He's scared out there, bro. And I was just trying to give the guy, man, the benefit of the doubt, but it's over with, man. It's done. This dude, we need to move forward. I don't even care who it is now at this point that we bring on in. Bring freaking Winston, man. Like, at least it'll be fun. At least he's going to be trying to throw the damn ball.
Yeah.
Past 20 yards, bro.
Here's top 10 quarterbacks in passing. Burrow, Baker, Geno, Jared Goff, Lamar, Patrick Mahomes, Sam Darnold, Matthew Stafford, Josh Allen, CJ Stroud. Rodgers is 11th. Okay? Kyler Murray is 14 yards behind him. Cousins is 115 yards behind and didn't play the last two games. Caleb Williams has played every game. Jaden Daniels. Like, you're playing every game. You should be up there. And now, I'm so happy because he's not going to get 4,000 yards. He's not going to get 367 yards next week. I'm sorry, 377 next week. So we don't have to worry about seeing a stupid name in a stupid record book, which doesn't mean a goddamn thing in a 4-win season. And as much as we hated Ryan Fitzpatrick and choking away with the interceptions, ironically, in Buffalo at the end of 2015, guess what? We had a chance to win. We didn't get that with Rodgers. He doesn't deserve to be in a record book. I hope no touchdowns next week. I don't want to be there for some stupid, fake, let's celebrate its 500th touchdown.
Yeah. Dude, I was hoping it was going to go to a Yaboa or like a Kuntz, to somebody that nobody was expecting it for when it's time
wide open, John, and he threw it at his goddamn Achilles.
Exactly. It was the craziest thing. And he's done that multiple times this year too. It's not like this is the first time this has occurred, man. It's done. Like, this dude, just chuck it up as an L, man. Just look, you're going to retire as a freaking Green Bay Packer. It is what it is. Like, It's over, man. I can't do it anymore, bro. Like I've been trying to give this cat the benefit of the doubt every week watching the game. You think my wife at the end of the game, you think he's coming back? Yeah, you know, trying to make some bullshit up to try to see maybe let me get to the Bills game, and then from there I could see. But it's done, man. He needs to go ahead, hang it up, get those Adidas cleats that he rocks, and just hang them up, man. It's over. It is over for him. Like he's done, bro. It ain't it anymore, man.
This is the perfect thing to read while you're on air. Tommy sent me something that he saw, and it's a picture of Rodgers, and it says, Jets getting Aaron Rodgers is like finally banging your high school crush when she's 40 and has 4 kids. My reply, great story, awful result. It was a cool story, but nothing came out of it.
100%.
Leanie comes in with her 6-month super chat. Leanie, thank you. I hope the Knicks can continue to play well, or I'm going right off the cliff. Don't go off the cliff, Leanie. We need you.
Yeah, for real, Leanie. Please don't.
You keep me balanced and level. And I'm also shit scared of you, even though you're 4'10.5". David D, 7 months as a member. Thank you, David. Appreciate your support. Thank you for showing up today, Nick. Unlike the Jets. Anyway, Happy New Year to you, your family, and the chat. David, God bless you, man. God bless you. Happy New Year to you and all of you out there. It's we say it every year. Can't get any worse, John.
It's the fucking truth, man.
Can't get any worse, bud.
And then people are gonna come back, Nick, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, but he was supposed to be average quarterback playing, blah blah blah, the whole shit and everything, right?" And I don't see it, man. Like I'm trying to see it, bro, and I just can't. When it counts the most, he shits the bed.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd rather to do throw.
He was one of the best quarterbacks of all time in a red zone, John.
Exactly.
How many drives have ended inside the 20 this year with 0 points? I can think of 4 in the last 2 weeks. Also, Leanie says, thank you for remembering the half inch, Nick. Leanie, when you're not large in stature, everyone remembers the half inch.
Every inch counts. Just put some Vicks on it. It'll help out.
All right. Benny Baboon, member for 2 months, Benny. Thank you. I was giving my lady the play-by-play on the phone while she was at work today, and all we could do was laugh at this piss-poor excuse of a team. Yeah.
It's yo, and what was the reasoning for Greg Zuerlein to play today? Like he wasn't even doing kickoffs.
Right? I get the strategy of it. Buffalo goes right down the field. We showed no ability to stop them. They score. We start driving down the field. Now, how many times have we said this, right? We said it when we played the Patriots. We've said it when we played Kansas City. You can't beat these teams by kicking field goals. If you have a week to prepare, you got to get 7 points out of that opening drive, especially when they do. So I like going for it. What I don't like is the play call. I don't like bringing your receivers in tight and then still sticking with the run when they have 10 in the box. They had one safety high, and everyone else was within 4 yards of the line of scrimmage. How are you going to run that? Out of the shotgun, where they know you have to hand it this way and everybody can flow to the ball. Now, you want to go under center? You want to balance out the defense? You want to slow them down? You want to not be so direct with where you're going to run the ball? I like that better. I want my running back, Braylon Allen, with a full head of steam going and hitting a guy and maybe pushing him backward. Not waiting, getting the ball, and then having to start up while guys are already in the backfield. There's no advantage. There's no putting pressure on the other team. There's no coaching. It's like a kid playing Madden on rookie. It's 100%. Like Brick Johnson playing Madden on rookie. There's no logic. There's no deception. There's no catching you on your heels. There's no making the defense freeze moment. Everything's a check down underneath. Defense can always play downhill. Defense can always make the tackles. We don't have yards after the catch. If we do, it's Garrett Wilson doing some unhuman moves that aren't of this earth to get extra 4 or 5 yards. There's never hit a slant on time and go. There's never hit a post 12 yards in and then beat the safety and go.
Exactly.
Nothing is delivered on time. Nothing is delivered in rhythm. Nothing with Rodgers is quality execution. And you got to stop looking at the numbers and go break down the plays. Don't look at the plays that succeed. Go look at all the plays that don't. Because
Correct.
that's where the problems are. Throwing a bubble to Garrett, who then gets 12 yards out of it. Oh, it's a 12-yard completion. No, it's not. It's a 12-yard run.
Exactly.
I want my quarterback to be able to deliver the ball to a receiver in stride 12 yards downfield. Not holding the ball too long, breaking the pocket, and hoping that a receiver breaks off his route, and then I can hit 12 yards. He's afraid to throw the ball on time.
100%. Yeah, it's all dink and dunk with him right now, man. And it's our star players that are making fucking plays right now, and it sucks, bro. Like, I can't do it. And it's not like our receivers aren't getting open either. If you look at the tapes, you see what Garrett is doing. Garrett's getting open on a double move consistently.
I have you all 22. We'll break that down. If I could sit through it and stomach it, I will put it up on air. You will see guys open, like Johnny said, time and time and time again, and the ball does not get there.
And I'm sorry, but he quit on this team today after what he said on that presser, to be like, we gave Lazard so much shit last year for quitting on this team, right? Why can't we not do the same shit to Aaron Rodgers? Because he's Aaron Rodgers. And I agree with you, Nick. This team, look, I loved Aaron Rodgers, man. Like, that was a quarterback. I was always like, damn, this dude is nasty. He's so fucking good on what he does. The cerebralness about him and everything. The Jets ruined it for me, bro. Like, it might be one of the worst signings that we've had ever, dude. Like, I don't know, man. And I know that's saying a lot, bro, but it's up to that point because of the expectation that Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be here. The consistency was, we were a quarterback away. We were a quarterback away. We needed just average play and stuff like that. And I'm sorry, man, but in the red zone, you were supposed to be the guy that finishes them damn red zones, and it didn't happen. And it has not occurred, right? He looked scared back there, bro.
He does.
It's crazy to me, man. And the frustration off of Garrett, I would be pissed too. Why would you not be mad at fucking losing? We consistently keep losing. It's bad, bro. It's bad, man. It's just everybody.
We keep saying, right? I said this last week when or the week or two ago when this Garrett Wilson drama came up, right? Just make him an offer, make him the highest paid Jet, do all that. I asked this again because I can't think of an answer. And I know today I'm a little nuts. Some of you are like, I've never seen Nick like this. But I consider myself to be very logical and be able to look at this team from both sides of it, from the player perspective, ownership perspective, coaching, all sides I can view it from the fan perspective. From a fan perspective, it's a no-brainer that we want Garrett Wilson extended. Okay, we all agree on that, right? We all agree we want Garrett Wilson to be a Jet for life. Ownership may want Garrett Wilson to be a Jet for life. New general manager, new coaches, same thing. We love this guy. But now, let's factor in the most important piece of that puzzle, John. Why would Garrett Wilson want to be here?
Exactly. It's
what
the truth.
Has this organization shown that they can get a quarterback, build a quarterback, get you someone that gets you double-digit touchdowns year in, year out? Why would Garrett want the Jets? Money. All right, he's going to get money no matter where he goes. So that's out. You can't use money. Organizational stability might be a huge factor for him. We don't have that. Quarterback play might be a huge factor for him. We don't have that. Offensive coordinator who can design ways to get him open downfield. As of now, We don't have that. So when you look at Garrett Wilson, why would Garrett Wilson want to stay here?
100%. I mean, Nick, I've been saying it, right? People have been fucking killing me for the whole Justin Fields take. Okay, I understand with Justin Fields and I understand what he is, but I'm talking in regards to Garrett Wilson. The first individual, this GM, whoever the GM is, whoever the head coach, they need to go to wherever the hell Garrett Wilson is, sit down with him and say, this is the game plan. This is what we're going to do. We want to go ahead and extend you, make you a Jet for life. We are changing this. The culture is changing. It's going to be different. I don't know what the hell they need to do for this guy to stay over here with us, but what's the reasoning for him to stay? I don't know, bro. I have no idea. For me, for a very long time, it's always been, you win in New York, it means a lot more than any other team in this damn league itself. But at some point, man, it's like losing breaks you, bro. Losing is just it's the fucking worst. It sucks. It sucks.
And it's toxic here.
Exactly.
Clancy says, good coach, no Aaron or Devontae, and $30 million a year. Why wouldn't Garrett Wilson stay here? He's going to get $30 million anywhere, Clancy. Why not go to a place that's less toxic? Why not go to a place that has shown they have a proven quarterback? Why not go to a place that has shown they have a proven play caller? Why not go to a place that makes the playoffs? Why not? Why not go make $25 million there and say, you know what? I'm just happy to get out of there. They're never going to succeed there.
Dude,
I'm not saying that's what Garrett Wilson thinks, but if we're going to say just pay him, we got to be able to look at the other side of the argument and openly and honestly, something we don't like to do as football fans, right? We want to believe that everyone loves us the way we love them. Exactly. We're naive when it comes to this. I admit it. I've done it myself. But Garrett Wilson might say, you know what?
The Chargers sound nice
and succeed.
The Chargers sound nice. They don't have a number one for real. Lad McConkey is coming. You and I kept raving about Lad McConkey. Yo, Lad McConkey's a beast. Lad McConkey's a beast. Lad McConkey's a beast. People were saying, he's mid. He won't be over there. But what they're doing over there right now with the Chargers, with Herbert and freaking Harbaugh and the whole nine, that sounds appealing as shit to me over there. I could be the guy over there, right? And I still got a really good team around me. Why not? And I might take a little bit less. Fuck it. If it's going to mean I might make the playoffs.
Who's the receiver you just mentioned?
Lad McConkey.
Where'd he go to college?
Dogs, baby.
And what team are they going to smack the shit out of on New Year's Day?
The little Irishman.
Oh, I'm a little wee Irishman. Look at me. I'm Irish. We play well in September and October. Then when we have to play the big boys, poof, we disappear.
Go Dogs. Sick 'em, baby.
Johnny, thank you for calling in. I
appreciate you, man. I had to let it out.
Dogs.
Dude, it's over. Aaron Rodgers. No bueno. No mas.
He didn't like the Georgia.
Oh, the Dame. I know he's a Dame guy. All right, brother. I appreciate you, man.
There. Next up, if you think I'm feisty, just buckle up. I don't even know.
Hey guys, I gotta apologize. My voice is a little wacky. I've been sick for the past 3 days, but being sick, I want to start a little funny story.
Sure.
You know who William Dafoe is? That actor?
Yeah.
He looks like a bad guy.
Have you not seen Robert C? Yeah, we know who William Dafoe is.
Oh, duh. See, I'm sick. It's messing with my head. So I've been sick. Like I said, when I'm sick, I haven't been sleeping. It's like you doze on and off, not great sleep. And I always have funky dreams. So last night, I had a dream that William Dafoe got me in the neck with a little trank dart and knocked me out. And then I woke up. Is that not bizarre? William Dafoe is coming after me in my dreams.
Uh-oh. Watch out, Spider Lady.
Yeah, right? Maybe. But yeah, that was weird. So I wanted to break the ice before I start complaining. But what you guys are saying about Garrett Wilson, I've been saying that all season. And even to put it in regular people's perspective, I've taken $1 or $2 pay cut to go to a company that treats you better, that has a better culture, that has a better work-life balance. That makes a difference. Like if you're making 30 million versus 25 million, you're making that many millions. What's $5 million to stay in a toxic, like, get me out?
Yeah, it's like $5,000 a year for us.
Yeah.
Sometimes you take less to have a better quality of life. You have less of
Yeah.
a commute. You have better. Somebody brings donuts every Friday morning.
Yep.
You get overtime at the job. Like you get these perks that might just not be built into the official salary, but it makes a better quality of life.
Yeah, and money is not the be all end all. Like, yeah, money is nice, but if it's a couple bucks, $5,000 a year difference, I'm going where I'm happier and I'm less stressed and my mental health is better and all that stuff. But
Real quick, I'm sorry.
no, you're good.
Harlan says, "What's up, Harlan? Appreciate you watching. No one can do anything until the new regime is in place." That's not true. Garrett Wilson can make up his mind before the new regime is in place. Garrett Wilson can say, "I want out," no matter who comes in. That
True.
can happen, Harlan.
Unless
It
we
might
get such a
not
great
be in place
regime.
until later, but the decision making can happen before that.
And
And
the
there's
only way
80
you're
of
gonna
you here. Please hit the like button.
the only way that if he makes up his mind now, that he changes his mind, is if this next regime is so good that he's like, oh crap, maybe I will stay. But you'd have to have a damn good regime come in and really, really have a turnaround for that to happen. But I've been saying it since like the first week he got blown out, and you saw Aaron Rodgers on the sidelines, the
Arizona.
towel over his head. His body language has sucked the entire season. You don't see Brady doing that. You don't see Mahomes doing that. You don't see Allen doing that. Like, and you never hear people talk about like ex players. They talk
Allen?
about what? Does he
That
put towel over his head? Josh Allen.
Oh, if it meant Allen in the chat.
No, not that Allen. But like you hear like former players talk about Brady or Mahomes, like, oh, like that dude's different. You never hear people say that about Aaron Rodgers. He is not the same. And I think we all thought he was gonna be our Brady, our Mahomes, our Manning, our all that. But you don't hear people talk about him like they talk about the really great ones. They don't say that dude's different, that he really holds that standard, that he really is the heartbeat. Like, yeah, he got the what was it, like the team good guy award or whatever last season. He wasn't in the building. He was rehabbing. I bet you don't get that award this year. I bet you dollars and donuts he did not get that award this year. No way. And then with Garrett being open, oh, sorry, you want to say something about that?
Well, I love the point that you made. And I would just like to add to it that there's a reason you're good friends with everyone. And then there's a reason, like Tom Brady, you demand excellence and you don't care about anyone's feelings and you don't care about friendship. And if you are together with similar people with similar goals, being great is what will bond you. Not going to the Kentucky Derby every year with guys you played with 15 years ago, but in the locker room, on the field, executing and succeeding. And we haven't seen that here. He's done it before. He's done it in the past. He just looks like he's going through the motions right now. And for me as a Jet fan, I don't want to do that again. I don't. And I don't have the answer for you. I know everyone's going to say, well, who's the quarterback going to be? It's not my job to figure that out. It's the coaching staff's job. It's the general manager's job. It's ownership's job to bring these people in and let them do it. But we went 7 wins in a row, back-to-back years, with a collection of Joe Flacco, Zach Wilson, Mike White, Tim Boyle, and others. And we all knew we needed and deserved better. Why, after 4 wins with this, are any of you still saying run it back? It's going to get better as he gets older. Why? He needs time to develop in the league. He needs time to learn the system. Hey, breaking news for you guys. Breaking news. He's been in this system for about 15 goddamn years. This system was chosen for him to be comfortable in. Yeah, Downing tweaks it a little bit, but this is still the Hackett system. Hackett's still on the headset with Downing all goddamn game. Now, you think this guy's going to go and learn a new system at 41 years old? And he's going to do what the new coaching staff that he doesn't wants? No. I would respect everyone top to bottom if they had the balls to tear it down, build it up brand new, Stop doing the half-assed build. Rip it to shreds and start from day one. If we have to go into a season with a Mitch Trubisky or a Tyrod Taylor, I'm okay with that. Go build the trenches again on each side of the ball. Get some skill players in, let them develop. And then in year 2, then you bring in a quarterback. And then you get serious. Because if you're bringing in a rookie quarterback and you don't have the structure in place or the players in place, guess what? You're going to Sam Darnold. You're going to Geno Smith. You're going to Zach Wilson.
And I'm so sick of him force-feeding the ball to Devontae, that stupid 500th touchdown. And, like, we've been to enough games together. I've been screaming at the field, Garrett's open. Garrett's open. We all friggin' see it. No, but dirt it to here. Do a fade that sucks to Devontae. Like, no. Take what the defense gives you. Like, I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. And then that's the point where, why, if I'm Garrett, why am I staying here? What am I doing? I'm getting open. I'm getting separation. What am I doing?
Flight Right here. Welcome, Flight Right. We don't need a full rebuild.
Yep.
Well, if Garrett demands out, if Sauce demands out, who's your wide receiver next year? If Devontae's gone and Garrett's gone, Lazard's getting cut. You just lost your top 3 wide receivers in a passing league where we can't, even with Aaron Rodgers and the greatest wide receiver combo athleticism we've ever had with Devontae and Garrett, have a 4,000-yard passer? What would you call it?
I don't think Garrett's gone next year, though.
Starters on the defense. You need 2 safeties. You might need 2 starting cornerbacks. You might need another linebacker because Sherwood's probably going to take a bigger offer to go somewhere. And then Mosley should get cut for his contract if he doesn't retire for health reasons. You need 2 defensive ends. You need 2 defensive tackles. You need a right tackle. You need a whole new tight end room. You could need a whole new wide receiver room. You need a quarterback. What would you call that? You don't call that a rebuild, Flight Right? You need so many quality starters. It's not a 1-season fix. We're a 4-win team because we have these holes.
I mean, I do think we have some talent, and I do think with the right coaching, I think we can be at least like around a 500 team next year. I don't think we'll be playoff contenders, but I think we'll be more competitive. And then, like you're saying, in the next 2 years, we start really bringing them pieces and really getting competitive. I can see that. But I don't think it's like a tear down job. It's like a plug, like you were saying, get the puzzle pieces.
I don't think it's a tear down. I think it's already torn down.
Yeah.
When you let Huff go and you let JFM go, and now you look at the guys who are left that you went all in for, there are nice pieces here. That's why it does look intriguing. But there's a lot more that comes with being the coach or the GM of the Jets than just the football side. You got to deal with ownership. Again, money does change a lot of people's opinions, but for a quality job with support from ownership where you won't get stepped all over and you won't have ownership and ownership's children getting involved in decision-making, some people might not want to deal with that. And I said it about a month ago, and I'll say it again. I think we are up for a very, very disappointing offseason. I think every name that we want won't want us. And I think the Johnsons are the main reason. I would be shocked if we pull out the GM that we want, who doesn't choose elsewhere. And I would be floored if we got Vrabel and he doesn't choose elsewhere. And I'm telling you now, clip this. The story will be the Jets offered more money, but somebody just liked the better situation. And I see those stories coming with the Johnsons and the way they run this organization.
That was the other thing too with the way the organization is. It was 2 weeks ago or something, and Garrett was like we have a losing gene or whatever. And then Devontae went on the Kay Adams show, and she asked him about it, and Devontae goes, "Well, he's not wrong." Really? Come on, Devontae.
That's where you're playing for the check, and you don't respect where you're at. That's just you're
he's not wrong. Wow. I was like, wow.
Neither one of those guys came here voluntarily.
Yeah.
Adams was traded. Garrett was drafted.
Yeah.
These guys aren't here because they want to be here. They're here for the check.
I mean, I was thinking Devontae was be like, well, he's having a tough time. Like he's young, like he's used to winning. He's not losing. He says, nope, he's not wrong. I was like, wow. And that was the thing too. I had to take
Which tells you what the
Devontae.
locker room is saying.
Yeah, Devontae. Aaron's been here. What we got Devontae week 6, 7, and Devontae had to be like the vibes off in the locker room. Wasn't Aaron brought in here to do that? And he couldn't even do that. It took Devontae to do it. That's when you know Aaron sucks as a leader. He's not a leader. He's selfish. And we all heard it, and I don't want to believe it, but when there's smoke, there's fire. And he's not proving anybody, he's proving everybody right, that he's not a team guy.
100%. All that being said, the most important question for you.
Yeah.
Are we going to watch this shitty team play next week?
I don't know, because I keep forgetting that I'm going to Italy in 2 weeks, so all my money has to go to that. And I don't know if I want to watch the shitty team one last time. I really don't know if I want to watch them let Miami win and go to the playoffs in front of my face. I think that might break me. But I will keep you, if something changes, I will let you know. But as of now, I'm leaning towards a no.
Okay.
But things could change.
All right.
But
well, if not, I'll do some sort of get together, and we'll all get together indoors for like a playoff game, and we'll do like a meetup.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
We'll I had to double.
Well, I had to double check. Like I was supposed to go over my birthday, which is the 28th of January, but now I'm going like the 16th to like the 20 something. I had to double. I don't even know when I leave. I'm like, I had to double check when I'm going to Italy. So,
this made me laugh. It's JoJo. You did make me laugh. No worries. Brick Johnson is taking over in 5 years.
Oh yeah, problem solved.
You know what? Thank God Trump didn't pick Woody Johnson to be the UK.
Oh,
or else it wouldn't be Chris. It would be Brick running the team.
Oh my God! Can you imagine?
Oh, all right. Feel
That's
better.
all I got for you, my man.
We'll talk
all right.
soon.
Thanks, Nick.
All
Talk to you later. Bye.
Next up, everyone knows about Bobby's weight loss, but this man also pledged on the first night to be involved, and he's getting himself healthy too. Let's bring in Barney, Mr. Manhattan.
Man, how you doing, man? Can you hear me?
You're perfect, brother. What do you got?
I just wait myself. I gotta send it to you because I missed the weigh-in, or is it paused? Is it still paused?
No, we're good.
You good? All right.
Thursday night.
I'm stalling out at 109 like a jet drive in the red zone. Like I just can't. I went from what was it 115? And what was I? Was 115. I went down to 105. Now I'm like back at 108, 109. So you
mean 215.
Sorry, Jesus. Yeah, right.
I'm looking at you like 115. I'm like, go eat a goddamn steak, bro. Eat a cheeseburger.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're actually making steak. I can't say how long because I'm supposed to cook a steak because the kid's in town. But here's what I want to say. I just want to first of all, I want to thank you for a great year. Despite the Jets having a sucky year, man. I met you, I met Johnny, and you're doing the thing, the weight loss. There's the stuff with Rodgers' kid. Man, you built a community here, man, and like everybody hit the like button because Nick is the man. I like Jake Asman, I like Richie, I like those guys, but you are my favorite Jet content creative butter.
So I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Keep doing what you do. Yeah, you created a family. So here's what I want to say. I was like, first of all, I was like, run it back until today, and I was like, I think Aaron is done. I think he knows he's done too. I'm not like with you guys. Oh, he sucks. He's not a team guy. If you saw like the mic'd up stuff, I don't think the team hates him. I don't think Garrett hates him. I think Garrett hates losing. I think Garrett's like, there's something, the vibes are wrong here. And you kind of hit on it. I don't agree with everything you said or what some of your other guests have said, but I do agree with this. It's a cliche, but the fish stinks from the head down. I'm not hey, Woody, sell the team. You suck. First of all, saying that to Woody is not going to help. He's not going to sell it. I am, and I've told you this before, I'm a let go of the reins. If you want Garrett and Brees and Sauce and all those guys to stay, they're in Japan. I know you said, Garrett might ask for a trade like Monday morning. But I think what it comes down to is if Woody hires a GM and then lets go and like makes a public announcement, tells the GM, tells the coach that they hire, I'm going to let you guys do football for 3 years. I'll be there. I'll come to the locker room when there's a win. But other than that, my kid will come down and high five, and then I'll tell him to shut the hell up. But that's the only way these guys are not going to request trades is if They hire someone who's good, and they make a public or at least a private statement. This is Vrabel's team, or whoever the GM is. Like, it's your team. I'm going to let the football guys do football. That's what he has to do. If he doesn't do that, then it's going to be the same thing for decades. And Brick Johnson, it's never going to end. I'm not going to see it in my life.
That worries me with that. The kid is 17.
Yeah.
It's only going to get worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like he's 30 years old, out of college, been working, has a degree. It's only going to get more involved. He's only going to get more opinionated. He's only going to be more pompous and arrogant and overstepping his bounds.
Well, as much as we hate Diana Rossini and Zach Black, I actually like Zach Black. I've talked to him on his podcast. I think Diana definitely has some kind of bone to pick. But if nothing else, if it helps Woody, I don't think it will. I'm just dreaming here. If it helps Woody go, oh, maybe I shouldn't have my kid giving him game balls. Like, if it makes him just think for a second, oh, maybe I should have fired Saleh at the beginning of the season, or at least given him more than 5 games with a Hall of Famer. Hopefully it makes the man who thinks thinking is overrated think a little bit more. That's my hope. That's my hope.
Well, that's where we're going to veer off the road, right? Wild Wave, I apologize. He's 18. Put some respect on it. I'm sorry, Brick. You're 18. Congrats.
Is he 18 now?
I guess. Wild Wave has a Brick Johnson calendar hanging up in his kitchen, so he knows.
Well, what's the deal? He's a tennis player at Harvard. It's like, that kid got into Harvard, really? Like, that just tells you it's all nepotism and he's going to sell the team. Isn't the owner of the Raiders the kid of Al Davis? Isn't that it's going to be one of those situations? And
listen, the Johnsons bought this team for $600 million. It's valued now at like $7-8 billion. They're not going to sell it. They're printing money. They're making $200 to $250 million a year profit.
And they have
nobody sells a profitable organization unless you get Daniel Snyder. Daniel Snyder would still own them if there wasn't the takedown, the shakedown, whatever, the revelations that came out. People were okay with that happening for years because everyone was making money. And then all of a sudden, everything came out about him and he had to sell. Otherwise, he'd still be the owner of the team. Nobody willingly sells this. They leave it to their families. They leave it in the will, and it becomes Hunt's wife. It's like the owner of the Chiefs.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't go away. Ziggy Wilk was in Minnesota, right, for years. And I think, did they sell it to a trust or something?
The Colts, too. Wasn't the Colts like the wife? It's like... the NFL is such big business. If it's in effect, you go, so it's not going to happen. So I think fans have to stop saying that. Gary V is never going to own the Jets. Like, you just have to give up on that. But I do think
eternal optimists, though, Barney. We all have that in common. We might not agree on the coach. We might not agree on the quarterback to keep him or let him go. We might not agree on the draft pick. But we have to agree. We are all eternal optimists. And I went on a rant a couple weeks ago that as angry as we are, hope springs eternal. And we'll all be there when we get the general manager and we get the coach and we get the coordinators and we get free agents and we get the draft pick, and we'll all be there hopeful again because we're Jets.
I'll end on this. Here's my I want to be realistic optimist. He's not going to sell the team. If he gets sick or old or dies, his kid's going to own it and might even be worse. But I will say this. I am hopeful, if we all talk about this, that he will one of two things that can happen. Like in 2009 and 10 with Rex and Tannenbaum, and he got Tannenbaum again, so hopefully he's going in that direction. He's going to stumble across a good culture, at least for a few years. So I know that's coming. I know we're going to hit the playoffs sometime in the next 5 years. I'm confident of that. But to really build an organization like the Steelers or like New England or like these organizations, he has to let go of the reins. And I think, because he listens to us, I think if we all talk about hey, Woody, we understand it's your team. Do what you want. Hire the right guy, then step back and just let them. And if they mess up after 3 years, fine. But let them just don't be telling the coach who the safety should start. That's not your job. It's not our job either. It's the football guy's job. That's it. I'm done. My rant is over.
Yeah. I
I'm
appreciate
babbling.
that. I saw somebody put a comment in that Gary Vee doesn't have 10%. He's got 2% of what it would cost.
Does he?
He's
I didn't even
valued at
know.
160 million. The organization's valued at 8 billion.
Yeah.
So he would have to get 50 times richer in order to even be considered. I get
It's
it.
like-
You can put investors and everything together, and you can get people who are on the back end and just profit off of it. But he's nowhere near having NFL owner money.
It's never.
That's
never
a pipe
happened.
dream.
It's like what it was. Jay-Z is like a 1% owner of the Nets. You know, it's
Yeah.
all BS.
Yeah.
And
If
when
they sold to a group like
Yeah.
the Buffalo Bills, Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, and I think 10 others, or they're a part of 10 people who just bought in as minority owners to the Bills for this first time they ever allowed that. But you don't have much say. You're part of a board now. You're part of a group. And your money dictates how much of a percentage of a say you have.
Well, here I'll end on this. Whatever you think of Rodgers, he's a funny guy. Did you see him on McAfee a couple of weeks ago? And one of the guys on McAfee's show, one of his minions, is like, "Oh, well, you know, I bought more shares in this Packers. I'm a bigger owner now." And Rodgers is like, "Oh yeah, you at the owners meeting?" You know, so it's and it is what it is, man. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna hopefully see Aaron Rodgers' 500th touchdown to Devontae. If you're there, I'll give you a buzz, man.
Yeah, I should be there. Hey, I have a question. Why isn't Tua playing? Anyone know?
Oh, did he get a concussion again?
I don't know. I looked up the stats. It says Tyler Huntley's the quarterback today.
Holy smokes.
I see Daniel Meehan here. That's what made me think, Daniel, why isn't Tua playing? Did they just maybe keep him out because are they eliminated? I don't know.
I'll let you get figured out. I gotta walk a dog
you,
and make steak and gain weight and then start losing weight again.
There you go.
After New Year's, I'll start losing.
Thanks for calling in.
All right, man. See you guys.
Next up, a young up-and-comer. We have Connor Long. What's up, Connor?
Nick, thanks for having me. How you doing?
All right, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing well. I mean, I was talking earlier today about the game, and I said I don't think it's a given that the Jets were going to score a touchdown today, and it was looking like that until Tyrod Taylor came into the game. And Nick, I don't know if you know, but I am a huge Tyrod Taylor fan. I've been clamoring for him, weeks to come enter these games now. So I said, hey, if he is gonna, if the Jets are gonna score touchdowns, and I'm gonna not go, my take is gonna be correct. Let Tyrod Taylor be the guy. I'm a huge fan of Tyrod. I think, based on what we saw today, a few main things. I mentioned it on my post-game show earlier today. Did you see, I don't think it's being, mentioned enough, the incident on the sideline when it was like 40-7 or 40-8?
I didn't.
Something like...
I was watching your show, and I
heard
thank
you. Yeah, I saw that. Appreciate it.
And I did not catch it.
Yeah, so it was 40-8, and then Jim Nantz was kind of skimming over it. They didn't really mention it. So basically, Tony Adams was like holding Brendan Eccles back, and it looked like Brendan Eccles was almost sort of crying as MC2 was like jawing at him. It was really interesting scenario. So I think that just goes to show you're losing this bad. The locker room is in shambles, no matter how many weeks are left in the season. Yeah, and to those. And to those who want Rodgers back, I don't know why. I think today's a perfect example. Turnovers, the offensive line didn't give him any help, but he certainly didn't play his best game today. He did not. He didn't look good. I think Tyrod is honestly the best option as the Jets bridge option next season. Here are some stats from Tyrod, what he did with the Giants last year. Giants were dead last in PFF pass blocking grades and dead last in receiving grades. He had 1.2 turnover worthy play rate. That was the lowest among quarterbacks last season. 9.3 average depth of target. So that's an accuracy metric. Fourth in the league. 3 interceptions last year. Second least among quarterbacks. 7.6 yards per attempt. That ranked 10th among quarterbacks. You're telling me those numbers can't increase significantly? With the weapons the Jets have in Breece Hall, in Garrett Wilson, and Tyler Conklin if he comes back. I know it was garbage time and it was against third and fourth string guys, but Tyrod looked elusive. He connected with Tyler Conklin on a few nice balls. He connected with Garrett Wilson. I don't think it's the Jets' worst option. And then you could sign a veteran like an Andy Dalton, a Jameis Winston, a Jacoby Brissett to back him up. I don't know. I don't think it's the worst option. I don't want Rodgers back under any circumstance, though.
Agreed. And I'm willing to listen, we've had 15 years without playoffs. I'm willing to take one more year not knowing who the quarterback is. We've had years not knowing who the quarterback is. I'd rather build the meat and the potatoes of this team and then make it sustainable for a quarterback to come in and succeed. Now, the people who want Rodgers will find their next thing to say. Tell me if you've heard this. After the Cardinals loss, well, after the bios, we have these last 6 games. Okay. We're 1-4 so far in those last 6 games. The only game we won, we scored 32. First time scoring 30 this year against the 32nd ranked Jaguars.
And Mac Jones.
So if your argument was let's wait and see the last 6 games, we waited, we saw there's nothing worth continuing.
Nothing.
There's nothing. You've had games on the line, you failed to score. You've been in the red zone multiple times. You failed to score. It's bad. It's ugly. Yeah. And I would rather have a new ugly than the same ugly getting uglier.
Yeah,
Hashtag and dating advice for you.
I completely agree there. Tyrod's 35 years old, but he still showed he's able to move in the pocket. And Tyrod's in his 14th season in the league. And Nick, correct me if I'm wrong, but Tyrod has never in his whole career had a bad rep where he is known. Some call Aaron Rodgers the greatest leader in the NFL. Some call him the worst teammate in the NFL. Tyrod Taylor has been really loved by all of his teammates. His entire
he doesn't go on the Pat McAfee show every week.
Exactly.
He doesn't bring unwarranted drama or attention.
He doesn't call out his receivers for running the wrong route. Like he's a humble quarterback who's a veteran and knows what it's like to play in this league. That's where I am. And if I'm Jeff Olbrich, he's entering his final game in his whole life as an NFL head coach. Send a message. Start Tyrod. What does Rodgers? Why does Rodgers deserve to start after what Tyrod did this week? Next man up mentality.
Ownership is saying not to play Tony Adams. Why don't you come in and say, if ownership wants to send a good message to the fan base, hey, we're done with Aaron. We know you're upset. You're disappointed. We're disappointed. We're done. We're not going to embarrass you, the fans, and let you sit there for some fake bullshit celebration of a 500th touchdown. He didn't deliver for the Jets. We're not going to embarrass you with allowing him to play one more time. You want to win back some fans, Woody? You want to take the pressure and the tension off of you? You admit where you effed up, and you move on from there.
Yep, I agree. How about benching? Maybe even he's talking about meddling. He's talking going for Tony Adams' head. I'm wearing his jersey right now. He didn't have a particularly great game today. He hasn't had a great season overall, but how about you consider benching a Michael Clemens who picked up an unnecessary roughness penalty today?
2 years ago.
Connor, for no
I even
reason.
Knew who you were, I've been going nuts about Michael Clemens is not NFL rosterable. And we had to sit here for 2 years in a row where he went into the season as a starter. The amount of plays that he's been on the field for, I could make a play a game. I know I could. You give me 6 months to train, I could get out there and make one play a game as a defensive lineman. He makes nothing. Every time his name is said, it's after the whistle. It's drama. It's fighting. It's frustration of being a failure.
There's no pressure too on the defensive line. I noticed Clemens was playing inside today, which is much better. He's terrible no matter where you put him, but I'd rather have him play inside than outside because you put him outside, he has no speed. He can't chase anyone down. At least inside, it's because where he stands from a weight perspective right now, he's way too big to play the outside, and he's too slim to play the inside. Yeah. So you literally cannot put him anywhere. Exactly.
Josh Allen proved that the first time we played, and then Richardson proved it against the Colts. They targeted him in RPO, knowing he's dumb and knowing he's slow. But he
has no situational awareness either. There was a few clips from the Arizona game. Kyler Murray read option, boom, right into the end zone because he fakes a handoff. Obviously, read option, he fakes a handoff to Connor. And Clemens literally just baits right into Connor, not knowing that the quarterback is one of the most mobile quarterbacks in all of football, and just lets him literally walk his way into the end zone. The defense
kids that I've coached that are younger than you, and then even your age now, know that when the running back is away, you have the running back. If the quarterback is away, you have the quarterback because the RPO would be fake this way and then go. And Michael Clemens hasn't picked up on that yet. He came to training camp with no shirt on 2 years in a row. That's his biggest thing.
Yeah, and
what was the Michael
coaches
Clemens
love him
era with the Jets. Oh, he showed up with no shirt on twice.
Yeah,
not a sack, not a stop, not a Jermaine Johnson sack from his rookie year against Josh Allen and hitting the hammer. That's like a signature moment.
Yep.
Clement's signature moment as a Jet is going to be penalties, embarrassing the team, trying to fight Dawkins in the hallway, and saying F you to fans in Cleveland. Like, why is this guy still here?
And punching referees in the face during Black Friday when they were, right before the Hail Mary at MetLife. At MetLife last year. Like, there were just so many miscommunications today from a defensive standpoint, from an offensive standpoint too. John Simpson, who's had a great year all year long, he deserves to be in the Pro Bowl. He had one guy blown by him. Him and AVT went for the same defensive lineman, and then he had a false start and he had a holding today. So the whole offensive line was bent out of shape. The defense couldn't apply any pressure, but I guess what else is new? Other than McDonald, they simply can't get home, and whenever Quinning gets home, it's too late, and it's a roughing the passer call. Simply penalties. The Jets would come up with.
Sorry, I was frustrated over the penalty. I got frustrated about the penalties of the roughing the passer with Josh Allen flailing around.
There were so many bad calls today because I think there were just so many penalties overall. But miscommunications, can't apply pressure unless it's Will McDonald's. Wide open receivers, you get a nice stop and then it's a penalty. Every rushing attempt is a good rep is a 4 or 5 yard gain. That's what I've been saying. That's a good rep for the run stuff and defense. I don't know. It's just 1 week left in the season. You mentioned the head coaches and GMs not wanting to come here. My worst nightmare is bringing in some random names that I was reading about the other day. Clint Kubiak, Gary Kubiak's son, nothing to do with him. Drew Petzing, the Cardinals offensive coordinator, nothing to do. It's just
I said that about a month and a half ago.
You said Petzing?
I didn't know his name, but I said this is going to be where we get somebody that nobody wants or nobody expects because nobody else wants us, and it'll be something crazy like the offensive coordinator from the Cardinals. I didn't know his name, but I used that position as the example.
That's crazy. Yeah, Aaron Glenn would be a dream to me. I prioritize experience here, but out of all the first timers, I think Aaron Glenn is really the Jets' best option. Has a history with the organization, has a ton of connections over in Detroit that he could bring over and promote all of them. GM Ray Agnew, John Dorsey, OC Tanner Engstrand, Detroit's passing game coordinator, DC Kelvin Shepard, their linebackers coach. Like, there are a ton of options, guys that he could, just bring over with him. So when all's said and done, I think Glenn is the coach of this team. I'm still standing on that Vrabel Flores train, but I think it's Aaron Glenn.
I'm going to use, and Connor, thank you for calling in. I appreciate you guys. If you haven't already, go follow Connor.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Man. We'll talk soon.
Thank you, Nick. Have a good night.
Here's why I don't want Aaron Glenn. It's the same reason I never wanted Don Mattingly to coach the Yankees, because there are certain players that are beloved. Now, I'm not putting Aaron Glenn as a Jet on the same level of Don Mattingly as a Yankee, but sometimes it's same Chad Pennington. I would never want Chad to coach the Jets, because if you come and coach the Jets, it's going to end poorly and it's going to get ugly. And I wouldn't want that for someone who I once loved as a player. So that's why I never wanted Mattingly as the manager. I want to love Mattingly. I don't want it to turn ugly. I don't want to have to criticize Mattingly. I want that aura to live on forever. So I do have to take a break. Give me a moment. We are going to do, let's do this. Tea break, and then we'll be right back. If you are here and you are watching, please hit the like. I would appreciate that. Super chats will get right on air. Memberships gifted. Huge win. And we'll do, I can't do that one. My nephew's watching. I can't do that one.
There's been a lot of you out there asking about who he be. Well, he's about to let you know.
He's Charles.
This rap is so hot, you'll play it on a loop. You'll never get the recipe for chicken noodle soup. Super a spider or even a bat, got nothing on me or Bobby with his hat. Lady's gotta be a 10 if I'm gonna date her. Shout out to my homie, his name is Gator. I'm Charles.
To all you other guys trying to rap on Jake's show, got nothing on this guy and his flow.
He's Charles.
These bars be so hot, I'll get invited on Fountain. You know who won't? That hater, Alan. My comic book and movie takes are so hot and wild. Since my last verse, Johnny had another child. While YouTube is blowing up, I'm doing my part. I excuse myself every single time that I fart. I'm Charles.
Jets, Yankees, comics, hip-hop. Nobody compares when it comes to him.
He's Charles.
I see everyone on Jake's show trying to prop us. I'm the only one jumping over cars. Plus, he calls the show and he's always really loud. Shout out to Nick, you know he'd be proud. I don't like Zach or his family, they're Mormon. First name Charles, last name Gorman. I'm Charles, motherfucker.
That song's the perfect time to get up and run and pee. Bring in our next caller. I don't know the mood he's going to be in, but we're going to see. Is it gleeful? Is it bragging? Is it angry? Let's check. Let's bring in Alan. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up? I've been sick all week, so I thought I'd call your show.
Appreciate
it. I give you a lot of credit because over the last month, I've heard your rants, and unlike other Jet content creators, you've been the most logical. You've spoken with thought process in regards to Aaron Rodgers. There are a lot of guys who said, if not Aaron, then who? And I was thinking to myself, this quarterback is 4-11, now 4-12. Who gives a shit who the quarterback's going to be next year, honestly?
Yeah. Can it get worse?
What?
Can it get worse? And if it gets worse, then you're in a position to draft a potential franchise guy in 26. So either it gets better or it gets worse to the point where you can go get a guy long term.
And I listened to all these Aaron Rodgers truthers over the last month, and all they do is quote stats. Oh, he's this. He has 24 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. You can compare him with some of the top guys in the league, and I'm like, please don't quote stats. Just watch the games. Guy misses receivers all game. He checks down almost every time he has a chance. There's no deep throwing at all.
Ever.
And it's just laughable. And what I saw today was, it was a joke. Did I expect this? Yeah, I had it 34-14. But again, the idea that people still want to bring him back because there isn't a viable option next year just makes no sense. It doesn't. It's over. Yeah. And the idea that people are thinking, oh, Aaron Rodgers gives them the best opportunity next year. I'm thinking best opportunity for what? 7 wins? 6 wins? What's the point? Again, why wait for the inevitable? The inevitable is going to happen if you bring him back. He's going to get hurt, and you're going to be stuck with a huge cap hit in 2026. It makes no sense. That's the bottom line. And all I keep hearing is all these guys. Give me 1
second. I want to address a comment before I lose it in the chat.
Sure.
M. Villette says, deep passes usually come from run game threat. Where was that all year? Okay, here's where it is. There's no unpredictability to this offense. I said this earlier. When they come out and they break the huddle, everyone in the world knows they're going to pass it because he's doing all of his signals to check. It tells everyone it's a pass. When we come out, break the huddle, and there's none of that, it's a run. So the run game, therefore, can't get going because we're predictable. Now, what does that mean? The play action isn't working as effectively. The linebackers know when we're running, so they're not biting. The whole key to play action and getting the ball downfield is getting the linebackers and the safeties to bite on run, and then you run past them. We're never able to get to that point because the defense knows what's coming. We don't break the huddle, Villette, and get right to the line, snap a play, and just run the routes as designed. He's always trying to outthink everyone. He's trying to adjust every route to a safe throw where it's not a chance of an interception. All of these things are domino affected. He checks out of runs to throw the ball because he thinks he has an opening. He checks out of runs to throw quick passes. There's so many things that are a domino effect of playing it safe at quarterback. That's why. I can go on and on and on about it, but those are the main reasons why the run game doesn't get going. The defense plays downhill. They don't have to worry about any throws going over the top. He doesn't do it. Sorry, go ahead.
A couple of players I'd like to talk about also. Garrett Wilson.
I don't know how long I get to stick with you. Your connection is crappy.
Okay, this will be the last point. I know I'm on my phone, so I apologize.
That's okay.
Garrett Wilson. I brought this up about 6 weeks ago as a guy who I remember in college very frustrated sometimes when the team wasn't winning, even though he won a lot at Ohio State. The idea that he's going to stay here, collect a paycheck, and continue to lose year after year makes no sense. And if I was him, and I know he wants to look, I know image is extremely important for a guy like that. You don't think he's going to his agents behind the scenes and say, you know what, get me the fuck out of here. Okay? Yeah. Because that's exactly what's happening. He has no desire to come back to this. None. Zero. And I know people are like, oh, we can hold him hostage for 2 years. Why? Okay? Let him go. He's been through 3 shitty seasons with 2 awful quarterbacks. Okay? It's time. Let him go. Let him succeed somewhere else. And again, people are talking about retool and the type of talent we have. This is not a retooling. This is a rebuilding. Okay?
Yeah.
You don't have a quarterback. You have nothing. And unfortunately, this team does not have a quarterback. They're going nowhere next year. So again, if Garrett Wilson goes, so be it. If Sauce Gardner leaves, so be it. It's time to just cut bait, and
We
it's
didn't
time
win
to
with
start
them.
anew.
We
Yeah.
don't have a winning season with Sauce Gardner as a 2-time All-Pro. Like, I get it. Nice piece, but I can't pay you $30 million a year. If you want to be the top paid cornerback in football, you got to do 2 things. You got to be really good in the run on top of coverage, or you got to get me the goddamn football. And you don't do either one. You hold nonstop. It should be called more often. It's atrocious that he doesn't get called for more. You want to beat Sauce? Double move. Double move. Run the slant, pivot, and go back out to the corner. Guaranteed penalty.
And one final comment, and I'll let you go. If Michael Clemens wasn't a Jet, he would be nowhere. And the idea that he's still on this roster for the past 2 years, committing moronic penalties left and right, makes absolutely no sense. And again, there's no accountability with this roster, and he is still here is a joke.
Yeah.
And that's why when you watch this team, all you can do is laugh. It's just laughing to watch this team right now.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it, Nick. I really do.
No worries,
I
man.
appreciate you being honest. Okay. A lot of others have not. You
You
have.
can't sugarcoat this shit. Like, what are we going to do? Like, we're going to keep – we did it for Zach Wilson. Thank you for calling in. I feel better. What are we going to do? We're going to keep making excuses. We're going to keep moving the goalpost. We're going to keep saying if. Listen, how many of us said this? Raise your hand. If we had a quarterback, we'd be a playoff team. That window ended. If Rodgers had Devontae Adams and Garrett Wilson together, we'd be a playoff team. It's how many more ifs before we just say, you know what? It's not working. It's not working. I wanted it to work, but I'm telling you, it's not working, and it's only going to get worse. Rodgers is not going to sit there and learn a new system and be open to it. He won't. It's just not going to happen.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
Hi, Bob.
Well, yeah, I'm a little pissed. I watched the game for 3 goddamn freaking hours. I had to do that a lot on my channel this year. Piece of crap team. So, yeah, let's get rid of Rodgers. He sucks. Get rid of Clemens. He likes to dry hump people after the play. Yeah, I think he was getting his jollies. He's trying to squeeze some ass out of the guys, too.
Did Clemens Jay Quest the Bills?
Yeah, yep.
He humped them like Jay Quest?
Yeah, and then he's probably gay on the side, so maybe he doesn't like, you know.
All right, well, we don't know that.
Yeah, well, he's a horrible player. So, yeah, get rid of him. Get rid of Sauce. He can't do anything out there. Yeah, so I'm
And
a
just
little
from the
angry.
videos that Tom A sends me, if you are that, it's usually not on the side. It's usually from behind. But anyway,
Yeah, I
go on.
know. That's why he jumped on people. You see that? Ooh, let's get a penalty. Let's jump on people. Ooh.
He's crowd
Ooh.
surfing, man. That was a free ride. They should have left him up there. They should have left Michael Clemens up there. I think that the coaches and the front office are afraid to cut him for how he'll react. So then you
think
call
they
him on the
should cut
phone.
the
and,
windbag.
You call him on the phone in March and just say, "Hey, you're done. We're not coming back."
I think they should cut the windbag right now.
Allegations. Well done, Dixon Sider. Bob, can you read this person's name for me?
Dixon Cider.
That's what she said.
Dixon Cider, yeah. Yeah, so you think I was happy to come on? No. I was very angry with the Jets.
I'm happy that you're here because I like to keep you for the end of the show because you hanging out and talking with you always puts me in a good mood. And I didn't want to be in a good mood earlier in the show. So I do thank you for waiting because, like I said before, you're Mariano Rivera. You come in as the closer. You're not a starting pitcher. I want you to come in at the end and put a nice little bow on the show.
Yeah, well,
I know you're not patient, but I am grateful for you waiting.
If you're going to the game next week, you gotta be crazy. You gotta be, insane. You gotta throw yourself into a mental hospital for watching that game next week.
What if I just go for the tailgate to see like my friends that I tailgate with?
Yeah, I'd rather see the tailgate than get the fuck out of there and then head to home. Nope.
Might be good advice, Bob. I give you a lot of advice, but that might be really good advice on coming from you, pal.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't spend the time freezing my ass off watching a crappy ass freaking game.
Although, Bob, you are losing weight very well. For those of you that missed Thursday night, Bobby we started a weight loss. Some of us pledged money for every pound Bobby lost. And the pledge got up to $90 for every pound the big Bob over here loses. And he's down 16 pounds in 3 weeks. And he has earned $1,000. Hold on.
Okay.
$1,440 in 3 weeks by taking care of himself and getting healthier.
Yeah. Well, you helped me out because I lost my old channel. You feel bad for me. That was because that windbag.
Jojo Townsend with a good comment. Maybe stream the Giants game next week, Bobby.
Well,
Bobby,
I
did score 45 points today.
Yeah, I was shitting in my
everything we
pants.
thought Aaron Rodgers would be. Stop talking over me.
I shit in my pants all day today when they scored 40. No,
did you change your pants?
No, I was crazy, and I think I told them at the beginning of the year they should have started Locke. They should have set Twinkletown on the bench. Then they should have kept Barkley. No, they got rid of Barkley, and then now he's going to the playoffs. Well, we're not going anywhere thanks to butt sniffer Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones is a butt sniffer?
Yeah, because he's going to be on
Michael Clemens, according to you, Michael Clemens might be part of LGBTQ, and Daniel Jones is now a butt sniffer.
Yeah, well, look at him. He made it to a playoff team. Look at that scuzz. Making all that money. Oh, let me go off the team to go to Minnesota. Look at me. I'm going to Minnesota. Blah, blah.
How crazy it's going to be when Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones win a Super Bowl together this year in Minnesota.
Yeah, I hope he gets hurt.
I gifted a membership, and it went to our buddy ISU.
All right, ISU, I love you.
Welcome back in the fold. Good guy. Hope your back is feeling better after your surgery.
Can I do something for somebody in the chat, please?
Can you do somebody in the chat? No, you
can't. Do something for someone in the chat. It's overdue.
You got to tell me.
It's Jenna. It was Jenna G's birthday. She missed me singing happy birthday to her.
Is she still here? Jenna G, are you still here?
I think so.
Because I swore I watched you do it the other day on Jake's show.
Yeah, but she wasn't there to do it.
All right. If she's here, Jenna G, if you are still here, let me know, and we will have Bobby sing happy birthday for you.
Yes. I invited him to my show, her to my show, so I'm gonna sing to her. Yeah.
She's here. Here you go, Bob.
All right.
Energy, do me a favor. Many people have fallen in love with Bobby after he sings. So I would put
Ooh.
suspenders and 2 belts on because when he sings to the ladies, the
Ooh.
pantalones sometimes fly off.
I love my energy. You are a beautiful Bronx lady.
Not me. Hold on.
Energy, you're a beautiful Bronx lady, I tell you. We're from the Bronx blood, baby girl. I love you. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Energy. Happy birthday to you. And I was not happy. It was delayed birthday. I'm sorry you didn't see it the first time. But I love you so much. How's that? How was that, Energy? You like that, sweetheart?
Very good, Bob.
Did she like it? She liked it.
I don't know yet. She didn't comment yet.
She's so beautiful.
Probably fanning herself off right now with the.
I think she's a
level.
very hot lady, man. She's beautiful.
Yeah, Carly, I agree. The how's that right away after every song. How's that?
Oh, well, that's me.
Thank you, love. Thank you. Love you, Bobby.
I love you too, sweetheart. Look at that gorgeous lady.
While you were singing, Alan with a super chat saying Nick Shine, the only content creator who spoke logic for weeks about Rodgers. Others look and sound like fools. Hate saying this, but to secure a top 6 pick, let's go Dolphins on Sunday.
I know who is he talking about. We could read between the lines, Alan. We know who you're talking about.
Where are we right now?
I'm surprised he didn't mention
right now Ginger. We are at 7.
Yeah.
Tankathon has us at 7 right now.
We're still number 1, the Giants. So.
Somebody's winning percentage may have moved. New England, Tennessee, Cleveland, Giants at 4.
No, Giants at 1.
Giants won today, so they're not number 1 anymore. They moved down.
I forgot that. No.
And then Jacksonville 5, Carolina 6, Jets 7.
Oh, okay.
So let's see what happens next week.
Yeah. So you said we're 6th again? That's what we were last year, I think.
We are 7 right now.
No, the Giants.
Giants, you are 4th right now.
Yeah.
With Cleveland and Tennessee in front of you.
Yeah.
So 2 teams that might be needing quarterbacks.
Well, Sanders once had a Giants shoes cleats on the Facebook today or yesterday. Alan, I know you were talking about the ginger, right? I bet you're talking about.
Hey, stop that.
I know he always comes on my show talking about the ginger.
Well, we're not on your show.
Okay.
I don't like the name calling unless we're attacking players on the Jets.
Yeah, the Clemens, the butt sniffer, and squeeze the butt sniffer. I can't stand that guy. He makes
Ricky, I'm looking at Tankathon right now. Tankathon has us at 7.
Well, I think they're going to Miami last week.
The strength of schedule may have changed, and that's what bumped us down. It's New England, Tennessee, Cleveland, the Giants at 3 and 13. Then it's Jacksonville with a 472 strength of schedule, Carolina with 498, and then us with 502. So we are 7th right now. Guys, I'm not making it up. I'm looking at Tankathon right now.
I believe
we are 7th.
I believe you, Nick Sean. Of course I believe you.
Yeah.
Well, I always get sick.
The strength of schedule changed.
We had to torture the 4th quarter. You know how long that game ended? Oh my God, I was sick to my stomach. Watching that.
I'm on Tankathon right here. We're 7.
Take it down. It should be in the taller bowl. That's right. Take it down. Aaron Rodgers should retire. That guy should retire. Don't care. He lies. He's injured a lot. He lying old fool.
Ricky, what's Carolina's strength of schedule with what you're looking at? I'm just refresh the page. It's Carolina's at 498. We're at 502, which bumps us down to 7th.
Mm-hmm. You believe I was on 3 shows today?
I know.
Like
You're all over the place.
Like Johnny.
You
Johnny
look tired.
No, I'm doing a great job today, but I'm just sick of watching the Jets lose. It's painful. It's painful.
Gotcha. All right. Let me wrap this up. I got to make a lot of chicken for the next couple days.
All right, let's make some chicken there.
Are you going back on tonight?
No way, Jose.
All right.
You think I'm crazy? No way.
Yes, I do. I do think you're crazy.
Jake's going to probably at least 11.
True.
Nope.
All right, sir. Any closing words for everyone?
Well, let's think positive about the next year. Hopefully the Jets will that was hilarious. At least we could think of positive news in the 2025, guys. Have a great night. I love you all. I love you, Nick.
Love everybody. Thanks for waiting, and thank you for coming on at the end to cheer me up. So, since we're there, since we're talking about it, let's talk about the draft. Even though we need to get a GM, we need to get a head coach, we need to get the coordinators, it's always fun to talk about the draft. Why? Because we're Jets fans. And we always think the draft pick is going to change the whole course of this franchise. So, I ask you this. Ward and Sanders are gone. Hunter's gone. That should be the top 3, in my opinion. I don't think there's a quarterback that I would take where we are. You look at the other players. You got the wide receiver from Arizona. Breaking news. We might need wide receiver if Wilson wants out and Adams is gone and Lazard is cut. We might need a wide receiver. So you can't rule that out. You got McMillan, I believe, from Arizona. You got Graham, the D tackle from Michigan. Even though I'm in favor of a bigger defensive tackle, a massive guy. Thank you, Stack. Stack, did it hit? It did. Thank you, Stack. I appreciate you. Gifted a membership. And it went to... Wait, I just saw it. Where'd it go? To Anthony. Thank you, Stack. You're the man. Stay awesome, Stack. I could see a new defensive coordinator loving putting Graham and Quinnen together with JJ and Will. I could also see a defensive coordinator coming in and saying that I want bigger guys. Part of the problem with the Jets and not being able to stop the run is that we don't have very good, large defensive tackles. We do have guys who can be moved around by big, powerful offensive linemen. Quinnen can get neutralized in run situations. He's our biggest defensive lineman. Time will tell. Abdel Carter from Penn State. I would love an innovative defensive coordinator who says, get me this kid and screw the scheme. I will build the scheme around this kid. And now you got Jermaine Johnson, Will McDonald, and Carter, who can all get to the quarterback. And with the 3 of them on the field at the same time with Quinnen, that's exciting. I want excitement back on our defense. Our defense is too boring. It's too vanilla. There's no unpredictability. I said it today watching the game. We're showing blitz. I'm like, it's fake. We're not blitzing. We're going to drop everyone off. We drop everyone off. Rob V mentioning another guy. I was saving this one, but Rob's saying Will Johnson. We got to look at that scenario. You lose DJ Reed to free agency. Sauce is the one that demands out. I'm not a fan of picking cornerbacks in the top 10. I'm not. For those of you who are watching, when Jeremy and I used to do shows together, Jets Chaos, I was very big on not taking Stingley or Gardner at 4. I wanted Thibodeau at 4. And I wanted either Garrett or Drake London at 10. I wasn't happy about the Sauce pick at all when it happened. And then when we traded up to get Jermaine Johnson and we got the combo, that's when I was happy. So those are probably the top 7. Now, you have to weigh this in. Morgan Moses. He might not want to come back. New regime might not want him back. Other top players in the draft. Mikael Williams, the edge from Georgia. I don't think we take a straight up edge. I think if you do take someone, you take someone like Abdul Carter, who can be like that queen on a chessboard as a pass rusher. But how about Will Campbell? Offensive lineman, can play inside or out. Kelvin Banks from Texas. Campbell's from LSU. Those are the guys who are really at the top of the draft. McMillan, 6'5", 210 from Arizona. I would love a big wide receiver, man. I would love a guy that we could throw the ball up to and say, go get it. Look at Mike Evans and what Mike Evans has been able to do with his career, man. He's 6'5". The scouting report on him was a big body, can get deep, not the fleetest of foot with his cuts, but you know what? This kid's 6'5", 210. You add some muscle on him in the next year or two and make him an NFL player. Don't be surprised if we have to draft a wide receiver. I wouldn't be upset with that kid at all. You know, Kenneth Grant is another guy from Michigan. 6'3", 339. That's the type of guy that you put in the middle of your defense, which opens everything up for Quinn. You know, give me a big body of wide receiver. Dave Briga loves the way that he makes plays. A lot of his catches are contested, but he's a dog. He goes out there and he makes the plays. But, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. Drop your what did we learns. We're going to wrap this up and get out of here. I got a bunch of food prep to make. 6 chicken breasts. Got to slice them all up pretty. Cook them. Season them. Shred them. I do like my chicken shredded. I feel like it doesn't dry up. It'll absorb the butter and then the Caesar dressing. I know, butter. Everyone go crazy. But really? Mess? I don't know about that. I thought I nailed it. I did the voice. Yeah, Jerome, good point. Just draft the best player available. Listen, we have holes. We're going to have a hole at cornerback. We're going to have a hole at defensive tackle, edge, linebacker. Not that I would want to take a linebacker in round 1, but we might have a need. Could argue for offensive tackle. You want to build a great team, build a great line. Wide receiver. Quarterback. So all of the key players. You know what sucks? Quarterback, tackle, wide receiver, edge rusher, are all considered premium positions in the draft, and we're going to need all 4. So I wouldn't expect it's going to take time. It's going to take time. It will take time. Jeffrey, I learned you're about to ruin 6 breasts by shredding them. Hell yeah. Or make them better by giving them a little piece of me. Holy mackerel. Carly's trying to sell Knicks tickets. This should be the price of the NBA Finals, but it's a regular season game in January. New York Knicks. The Garden. I'm just reading some of your chat. Look at Rob. Carly, I'll take them for $150. Not $1 more. Those are really good seats, though. You're right, Tom. All right. If you guys are done, make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already. There's no reason we shouldn't be able to hit 100 likes on this stream with as many people as we had here. So please, please do so. How many do we have right now? Thank you to the 10 new subscribers that we got during this stream. I appreciate you guys. I hope you stick around. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoy the insanity that is being a Jet fan, even if you're Buffalo Billy here just to troll. Carly with a counter. Rob V, I'll do 150 each for a total of 300. Dun, dun, dun. There's no way we're ending this stream until we have the negotiation done. Carly, if those are your season tickets, you're right. I don't want to know. And also, you need therapy. Rob says, I'm with it. Careful, though, Carly. Rob said on Christmas Eve he was going to cash at me to Venmo Jake. Do not do that to me, Rob. Although, if you need my help, you know I'll help you, my friend. Rob says he'll take them. Carly, will you accept that offer of 300 for 2? Rob, tell her to throw in cookies, too, when you come pick up the tickets. Tell her to throw in cookies. $76 stack, 24 away. Come on. Some of you here have not liked it yet. Nice. We did it. Carly, if you find a way to make sugar-free cookies, let me know. Cookies in the shoe. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen. Carly, you should come on and then just like raffle things off on here. Carly says deal. She'll do 300 total, Rob. Deal. Rob, I will message Carly your number. You don't have to put it in the chat. I will send her your number right now. Carly, are you okay with Rob having your number? Oh, deal breaker, Rob. She said no. Ricky, I learned that the Jets aren't even going to make these last 2 games entertaining. Nope. They're going to make me toxic. That's what they're going to do. Rob, text me. Let's do it as soon as the show ends. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been 2 hours, 5 minutes. This show lasted longer than the Jet season. We have a quarterback who is 2-11 in his last 13 games. And people are debating if we stick with that. Would you stick with Zach Wilson? Would you stick with Mark Sanchez? Would you stick with Sam Darnold? Would you stick with Geno Smith? Forget the resume. The resume is not playing. It's done. We wanted it to work. You guys know me. I'm the proud New York Jet fan for 9 more days. Next Tuesday, no more proud NYJ fan. What's it going to be? Got to tune in. I might do it next Sunday. Maybe we just do it next Sunday as soon as the season's over. Maybe we just do it Sunday. Yeah, respect, Rob. Much respect. He's only buying my tickets to get my number. Carly, I almost died in August at a training camp practice to get your number. So people will go crazy lengths. I would like to say it was worth it. One of my favorite people to talk to in person. The bonding that we did in that 125-degree sauna that was Florham Park that day was disgusting. Yeah, Tom had the heaviest Jets jerseys ever on. I don't know how he didn't faint and pass out. Also, the kids that I steamrolled to get the Breece Hall autograph, they passed out too from the heat. All right. 2 hours and 6 minutes now. All for this. All for what did Boomtown learn? Hold on. Hit the brakes. Boomtown, do not post. Repeat, do not post. Coming in at the buzzer, we have half of Charles Gorman's head. Hello, half of Charles Gorman's head. And
Good,
now
man.
half
How
of
are you?
Charles Gorman's body.
Good, man. How are you?
Horrible. You should watch the beginning of the show. I went off.
I had a feeling that we're going to lose today, Nick. I don't want to be
Agreed.
such.
I said 38-14.
It was 40-14, so you were down by a couple points.
Yeah, I said 38-14 the other day. I knew we wouldn't be able to stop shit. Charles, the people are happy to see you. I was getting ready to end the show. But now that you're here, we have at least 2 more hours in place. Are you angry, Charles? Are you upset? Are you disappointed? How do you feel?
I'm disappointed, but I can get over things pretty quickly. I did actually gain more enjoyment watching the Giants game than I did the Jets game today.
Who would have thought the Giants, starting Drew Lock, would outscore every single Jet game this year with Aaron Rodgers?
Unbelievable.
Who would have thought? It's atrocious. It's horrible. But people still want to run this back because I don't know.
I agree with Connor Long. We should move on from Rodgers regardless if he does or doesn't play and start Tyrod.
Yeah. Hold on 1 sec. Any other takes, Charles? That's it.
I did. I just came off of StreamYard with a bit of a rant video. Wasn't about the Jets. It was something else.
Ricky, New York, you just sent me a link for USA Today, which confirms what I was saying. The Jets are 7th. They've updated it at 7:47. We're 7th.
What are the Giants, second or third?
Giants are 4th. Ricky, you sent me the link. Come on, you stupid screen. Stop being stupid.
I see it.
Right. Jets, 7th.
7th. I see it. Sam Darnold won again today.
Good for him.
They beat the Packers 27-25.
Good for them. Good for him. I'm really happy for him. I really am.
I am too.
I told everyone his rookie year, he sang happy birthday to my daughter at I Play America for the meet and greet. And me and my kids always said we'd be a fan of his forever, no matter what happened on the field or where he played. But Charles, I do have to make dinner soon. Do you have any Jets takes you want to get out there into the universe before I end the show?
Get rid of Michael Clemens.
Amen. Preach on, brother. Go ahead. Charles, next.
Cut Carter Warren. Probably
I like it.
Cut Max Mitchell because he's not very good.
Down with that too. Agreed.
And move on from Adams and Rodgers. Devontae Adams and Rodgers. That's all I got for now. Anyways, I'm going to get off too. Peace out.
What she said?
Well, that's what he said when he was banging her.
Whoa! Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. I apologize for Charles, but he is right. Charles, everyone go subscribe to Charles Gorman on YouTube. Help him grow. Subscribe to the legend Bobby Midnight. Subscribe to Connor Long. Charles, thank you.
You too, man.
We'll talk to you during the week, pal. Happy New Year if we don't talk before then.
Sure thing, man. You too.
Thank you. Since when is Nick on this early? Got me thinking it's 11 p.m. over here. Well, first things first, it's not very difficult to confuse you, Weed. Secondly, with Jake's radio schedule going 4 to 8, Jake goes on at like 8:05. I didn't want to wait till like 10:30 to go on. I figured let me come on before Jake, and then I don't have to stress all night. One more caller. Ladies and gentlemen, we just watched him in the chat do what all of you have tried and have miserably failed to do. He got Carly's number. I mean, he got Nick's tickets. Hey, Rob.
You like that, right?
Smooth.
Yeah,
Everyone,
bro.
Rob, if you listen, you can hear Jets fans applauding all over the world right now for you. Nothing good happened
I don't
today.
know. I don't know if she wants to get rid of the tickets. She hasn't answered me. But I got a proposition for her. Listen, Carly, if you really think it was for me just to get your number, it is what it is. But what we could do to resolve that is call me instead of text me and block your number. Very simple.
She's saying right now her phone is dead. It's charging in the other room.
No, I'm not saying she has to call now. I'm saying anytime between now and January 6th. If you really don't want to give out your number, it's totally fine. Just block it.
You have the number?
Do I have her number?
Yeah.
No, I
All
gave her
I'll
mine.
send it to you.
No. I don't want you to send me her number without her permission, bro. I don't want to do that.
Listen, Carly knows what the deal is. If I say something on air, it's happening. She could have stopped me. This snowball's already fucking rolling. And she said I can give you her number.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Yeah, other than that, I know you got to get off. I'm sorry about today, bro. I just got back from the doctor.
Don't
And
worry,
as
man. How
it
you
turns
feeling?
out, I got the flu and that horrible respiratory infection right now. So
Oh, that RSV shit that's
yeah,
going
the
around?
RSV shit, bro. Horrible. I knew something was up, bro. But
Sorry to hear
yeah,
that, man.
so sorry about today, man.
Don't
We'll
stress it,
definitely
man.
get up. We'll get up next week or something.
Dude, if you know anything from watching this channel, it's that I put a lot of value on people's health, my own included. So don't stress it. I was so
You should see the
aggravated watching the
medicine they
game.
gave me,
I
bro.
went home before halftime.
Oh,
I
yeah?
didn't even want to sit out near people and watch that. I had a horrible feeling. I left when it was 9-0. No, I left when it was 7-0. The safety happened when I got into the car.
Oh, wow. You did leave early, huh?
I just saw it. I knew with 2 drives that got into the red zone, I was like, this is going to be ugly. I'm like, I'm out.
Last point I'm going to make is I was just listening to someone's show, and it's amazing how many people change their opinions by on a week-to-week basis. That's all I'm gonna say.
What did I say?
Results-based business, and that's what we've been saying, huh?
Listen, you get 4 wins.
There's a couple
Everyone's replaced.
of us that stay true to ourselves. I'm not gonna say any names. You know who I'm talking about. Much love to everybody. I love you all, though, because it's only a difference of opinion. And if we're gonna fight over opinion, then it's absolutely pointless. I love you all. Got nothing but love for Asmaniacs and all shiners, especially you, Carly.
Smooth, Rob. Rob medicated, still working
Yo,
game.
listen.
Impressive.
I'll see you all on Jake's show. All right.
Yes, sir. We'll talk
Have a good
later
night.
in the Discord.
Yeah,
Too. Feel better,
Nick.
brother. Take your
I'll send
meds,
you a text
hydrate,
message
and stop fucking smoking when you have a fucking RSV lung infection, you idiot.
Bro,
I say that with love.
My you know Italian mothers. My mother just fucking tore me a new one, bro.
You're like, I got a lung infection. Burning bones outside, bro. Come
every
on.
pull I take, it's fucking killing me. But whatever, dude. What do you want me to do? I gotta smoke. Listen, I know we gotta get off.
I can't
It's
get Bobby to stop eating
7:58.
barbecue sauce. I'm not going to get you to stop smoking a cigarette, all right? There's only so much that I can do
no more
in this
barbecue
community.
sauce. It's too much sugar.
All right, brother. Feel better.
Yo, thank you so much. God bless, and I'll talk to you later.
And listen to your mother. I wish
I
could still listen
will.
to my
Have a good night,
mom.
everybody.
Later, buddy. I wish I could still listen to my mother. She's alive. I just don't listen to her. I wish I could. Shout out to Mama Shine, who is a Karen, and took her like 2 years to figure out what the hell me and my sister were talking about, always referencing Karens. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to read this post as it's meant to be read. These fucking Jets are a disgrace. I spent all fucking day in an airport and on a fucking plane listening to Tyson and primetime simulcast, and it made my goddamn day awful. Fuck Rodgers, Obrick, etc. It's the big fella. I apologize if there was kids listening, but when the big fella speaks, I have to read my twins' post as it's meant to be read. Big fellas, very similar to me. We're big in stature, but we're very, very calm, rational, logical people. It takes a lot. Big fella, when you get a chance, watch the opening of the show. I pretty much said all of what you said and a bunch more. I got yelled at by a new viewer to not curse. That's how bad it was. Pretty much, if he was still here, he would feel the same way right now. All right. It's time to travel up north and on the information superhighway and get the information of what happened today and what did we learn from Mr. Boomtown. And then as soon as it's done, everyone go over to Jake's show. Mr. Boom, what did we learn? And please, if you're just new here, like the stream. Trying to hit 100 likes on today's show. Would really appreciate your help. We had a lot of viewers in here. I hope that happens. ISU, I gifted you a membership before. Welcome back. Happy New Year, pal. Stack, thank you for gifting the other membership today. Alan, thank you for the super chat. And for all of you, Leanie, David D, Benny, for your monthly super chats. ISU, I got you, bro. Yeah, with Jake going on at 8, I wanted to go on before ISU. I didn't want to wait to go on after. Here we go. Boomtown learned. Bobby could have made that pass to Yaboa. Fat wives and girlfriends are prime candidates to go through tables in Orchard parking lots. Nick is aging before our eyes thanks to the Jets. Bonus, that PSA about no hangouts tonight seemed oddly directed at one person. The half inch is all important for so many of us. Spicy Nick has finally been unleashed. Watch out for William Defoe. Double bonus, Brick Johnson is a tennis player. Probably a bad one. Some of Nick's videos are not approved for nephews. Clemens might be gay, according to Bobby. Bobby shit his pants all day today. Triple bonus. Ricky and Rob V need lessons in how to refresh their browsers. Rob allegedly spent $300 to get Carly's number. Money well spent. You could get Jets tickets. So money well spent. At least something good can come out of talking and texting with Carly. I enjoy it. We don't text all the time, but when we do have conversations, I think it's fantastic. Half of Charles is enough to put the show on hold. Rob V, keeping receipts. Alan with a late question. Percentage of Jets to Dolphins fans at MetLife next Sunday. Oh, there's a lot of Dolphins fans up here. I would say it's 50-50. It's going to be 33 degrees. I think it's going to be 25,000 people max in there. It's probably going to be split. Dolphins fans have a lot in this area. I don't know why. It's the new year this week, so maybe people planned a trip for New Year's in New York with the game that weekend. I would say they might have a little more than us. I wouldn't be surprised if it is. That would be. I'll go 51-49 Dolphins. Big fella with a super chat. I learned my twin can read my emotions perfectly. Amen, brother. Amen. Rome asks, what did you think of Squid Games? Never watched it. I didn't have Netflix when the first Squid Game came out, and I haven't watched that. I am on my fourth attempt to watch the Batman movie with, help me out, chat, Robert Pattinson as Batman. And I keep getting into it, and it's dark, and I wait for late at night, and it just puts me to sleep. I fall asleep on it 3 times so far. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you. Hopefully we get to 100 likes. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Grab your kid's tablet, your wife's phone, whatever it takes. Don't get smacked if you grab her phone. Although it is worth it. Make sure she's subscribed to the channel. Make sure your husbands, nephews, everyone subscribes. Trying to grow this bad boy. That's what she said. Next stop, 1,200 subscribers. We are presently at 1,185. So we are 15 away. And right now, we are at 85 likes. Look at that. 85 likes for 1,185 subscribers. I appreciate all of you. Earlier, Barney made a comment that said, with everything that's happened this year, he's very happy that he found this channel and that I was his favorite YouTube show. That meant a lot to me. And I want to tell you, I'm happy that all of you found this channel this year. And this has been a tremendous year full with a lot of growth. Pause. No Diddy. That's what she said. And a very growing, loving community that I am very, very proud to be a part of. So I will be back. Maybe, I don't know if I'm going to do New Year's night if Georgia's playing. I'm going to be honest with you. So, Bobby, if you're still watching, we might have to move the way into Thursday. Hold on. Bowl games, college football playoff. That's got to be the night game, right? It's got to be the night game. Why is that not clicking in? Whatever. Yeah, 8:45 next week for Georgia, Notre Dame on New Year's Day. So maybe we'll go before that. Maybe we'll go on before that. We'll do it in early. We'll do 6 o'clock on New Year's Day after dinner. So we'll do that. Bobby, if you're still listening, 6 o'clock on Wednesday. Maybe I'll pop in tomorrow since I don't have work on New Year's Eve. But that we'll do the Bobby weigh-in on Wednesday night, New Year's Day, 6 p.m. before Georgia with a backup quarterback ends Notre Dame season. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I'm sorry we had to suffer through all of this. I'm happy Carly sold her tickets. I'm happier for Rob for getting her number. And ladies and gentlemen, let's end with something rare. A fun time at MetLife Stadium.
Kiss cam! Kiss cam! Ah, got him!
Motherfucker.
We don't know who the fuck you are, but let's go!
Motherfucker.
Second half starts in 2 minutes. 2 minutes until the second half.
Jets recovered a fumble!
Friend fucker. She's the fucker.
Smile!
What? Oh, hi.
Next, I hear Bobby Midnight, Bobby Midnight, Bobby Midnight. Let's go, Bobby!
Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical.
Have you ever seen a Jets score this many touchdowns in one half?
No.
How's Mr. Happy feeling?
Very happy.
Yo, we at Sean's crib about to turn up. Music bumping, party jumping. Please someone fill my cup. We greet each other Merry Christmas. And plus the Jets suck while Bobby yells at scandal.
Shut the fuck up.
Then Gary intervenes and tells them don't be mean. Eat a stick of butter every day and you'll be lean. Then Santa runs off. I hope he left some tips because Bobby scared him off. He's on the naughty list. This whole party's lit. Nate Clancy, many more, we hardly fit. And Addison and we sparked that Marley spliff. I licked on my lips cause old Jenna G make my heartbeat skip. Damn Charles Gorman, was that a fart you ripped? Too much egg in your the hot dogs and chips. Now I want my dip. Tell me where the hell is Santa? He ran so quick. I checked the bathroom and oh shit. With Denmark Andy, Santa, Rudolph. No wonder, Rudolph. Andy, you promised me you wasn't gonna do that no more. Oh my God. Mr. Gonna kick us out of here.